Beyonce and Jay-Z aim for protection when it comes to their careers, but it is the same for their personal lives, as employees must follow their strict rules, like keeping Bey's dressing room at 78 degrees, and that employees must read a huge handbook that Beyonce wrote herself. Now, we know that Beyonce says that a diva is a female version of a hustler, but it seems like she has some pretty specific demands when it comes to her dressing room when she performs. According to Business Inside, Beyonce's dressing room must be 78 degrees at the start of a performance or anytime she's in the room. Now, I guess the warmth helps her vocal cords, but staff also have to make sure that she has all white furniture, Irish soap from Walgreens, and perfectly scented grapefruit candles, or at least something similar. Why all this? Well, she appears to have a pre-show ritual that includes a stretch, a prayer, and an hour of alone time with her favorite playlist. So it seems like her dressing room setup helps with all of that. And then when she gets off stage, she needs to have at least 2 towels in her dressing room, one for her face and one for her body. Now, she also requests that there be a large table in the dressing room with white table covers so she can eat after her performance. Now, this isn't as crazy as some other celebrities' demands, but it still is shocking. But when it comes to extremes, Beyonce has a handbook for her employees to guide them on what exactly she expects from them. Many sources explain that each employee must read the handbook and sign a contract. Now, Blue Ivy, for example, has her own handbook, The Daily Program of Blue Ivy, as per Miss Carter. Now, it seems like Beyonce doesn't play when it comes to people taking care of her family. Now, this rule book includes how she wants her children to be taken care of. At one point, there were 6 nannies for the twins and 2 for Blue when needed. For the twins, who were born in 2017, each nanny worked in a span of 8-hour shifts around the clock, as according to Beyonce at the time, the twins had separate sleeping patterns. Now, when Blue Ivy was younger, she required 3 nannies as well, but now that she's older, they've employed 2 instead of 3. It really seems like Beyonce and Jay-Z really want their kids to have the best care they can get, and I don't blame them. Now, in 2018, it was revealed that Blue Ivy's personal chef described Blue as a picky eater. According to him, her favorite dish was whole wheat pasta shaped like ballet dancers and pureed asparagus. Then we found out that Blue was not allowed to listen to music during nap time, and that she also must learn another language. It's been reported that Blue has already started learning a variety of different languages, but Beyonce and Jay-Z want her to be fluent in more than 2 languages by the time she's 18. According to a source who's in with the family, Beyonce and Jay have had 2 major job requirements for their nannies. They have to be happy to travel the world with the Carters, and the other main stipulation is that they must be bilingual. They want a French speaker for a number of reasons. The family has a real connection with France, and Beyonce's nephew Jules is a French speaker because his dad is French. Now, it's also been said that since Beyonce requires her nannies to travel with her, a detailed understanding of how to navigate Brooklyn is important. She wants her caregivers to know where the best attractions, museums, and shops are for her children, but also how to get around in ways that will attract as little as attention as possible. Not to mention, at one point, Blue Ivy got to school via her important entourage of security guards and drivers. Now, Blue's entourage included 2 drivers and 3 bodyguards. Yeah. Now, other parents from the school had actually complained, saying that she has too many drivers and guards as they take up all the space and make it complicated for other parents to have a place to stop. Some complained that other celebrity children attend the school as well, but they only have 1 car and 1 driver. But I guess things are different when Beyonce is your mom. People on Beyonce and Jay-Z's team have to be able to keep a secret. I mean, if you work for any celebrity, you have to have discretion, but you have to be extra careful working for the music's most famous couple. For example, Beyonce released a surprise album in 2016. Now, of course, people on the team had to keep it a secret. Not to mention that the album features vocals from Kendrick Lamar, Jack White, James Blake, and The Weeknd. With this many people involved, there probably had to be a lot of NDAs signed, but at the end of the day, it was a surprise, so everyone had the secret well kept. Then there was also the fact that Beyonce kept her first pregnancy a secret. At the VMAs in 2011, Beyonce was a performer. She addressed the crowd before her performance of Love on Top, saying, "Tonight I want you to stand up on your feet. I want you to feel the love that's growing inside of me." Now, at the end of the song, she dropped the mic, unbuttoned her purple sequin blazer, and started rubbing her belly. She was pregnant. Now, Beyonce later told Harper's Bazaar that the reveal was not a spur-of-the-moment decision. She said, "I put a lot of thought in how I wanted to unveil it. It was important to me that I was able to do it myself. I was extremely nervous. It was the toughest red carpet I ever did. I decided to say nothing and proudly show my baby bump. I felt it was more powerful to see the love and enthusiasm as opposed to saying anything." Now, due to this, it became one of the most iconic baby reveals in pop culture history. So just imagine if someone spoiled this. It wouldn't have been that amazing. And I mean, the gender of her baby was actually accidentally revealed by one of her friends, Kelly Rowland. Speaking to Bang Showbiz in 2011, Kelly predicted Jay-Z was going to buy that little girl every single thing possible, inadvertently revealing to the world that the couple had a daughter on the way. Speaking about it later, Kelly said that Beyonce was disappointed about the ordeal. "I felt terrible because it's not my news," Kelly said. "It was honestly the worst. It wasn't my news to share." Now, that was her friend who did that, but if you were an employee who did that, oh, I'm sure you'd be fired right on the spot. But yeah, if you're on her team, you'd have to keep the biggest secrets and not tell a soul. Now, Beyonce likes everything to be perfect, and this includes her looks. She's a perfectionist in everything in her life and likes to have total control. Now, in 2015, a picture went viral from a red carpet event of one of Beyonce's staff members being seen trying to adjust her dress. Now, the staff member was none other than her personal assistant, Jane Greenberg. It was during the title red carpet event that Jane tried to fix Beyonce's dress multiple times, but Beyonce didn't like this though, as you could tell by her demeanor. Then Beyonce actually whispered, "Stop it," and Jane left her dress alone, moving away from the cameras and giving Beyonce back the spotlight. But I mean, she was just trying to help. Now, someone who can't help the couple though are people who worked with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Now, when Kim and Kanye were still married at one point, they were really good friends with Beyonce and Jay-Z. But then things changed. Kanye got on stage during one of his performances and basically made a shout out to Jay-Z saying he should call him after all this time. Then he went further by calling out Beyonce for not performing beside him at the 2016 MTV Video Music Awards. Kanye then got upset when the couple didn't call him or Kim after Kim got robbed in Paris. Then more recently, Kanye's political beliefs strayed very far away from what Jay-Z and Beyoncé believe, so they also didn't get along due to that. So slowly over the years, they ended up distancing themselves, which, hey, I can't really blame them for. Although Beyonce and Kim have never been friends, through the years they've both been accused by the media of throwing shade at each other. Now, it's also been said that the family will pay you well, but only if you actually work hard and earn it. Jay-Z gave all of his employees $50,000 right before Christmas and gave them Christmas gifts as well in 2013. Combined throughout the year, the couple gave up to $4.6 million in bonus money and gifts, which is super generous. Jay-Z is also known to tip big pretty much anywhere he goes, which is good because a lot of celebrities can be cheapskates. Now, one time he spent $80,000 on a friend's birthday party where staff and everyone else invited all enjoyed dinner and drinks on him. Now, Beyonce, on the other hand, is sometimes more reluctant to give away money so freely, but maybe she should take note of her husband's caring ways. Well, that's all for our video about Beyonce and Jay-Z. What do you think about all this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.